Hello there guys, this is Knight79 and I've decided I'm going to do another campaign, and I wanted to do one of the migrating factions, you know, one of the hordes, just to see how the horde mechanics work really. So I decided to do the Vandals, not for any specific reason, it's just, you know, the Vandals sacked Rome, so I'd like to see if we can sort of play out a little bit and move as the Vandals did through Europe. Now, they did a lot of migrating through basically through Germany. They then finally settled in Gaul. I can't remember the dates, but they eventually settled in Gaul. Then they got into trouble again. They started to migrate. They migrated all the way through Spain, and eventually they settled in Africa, Carthage and things like that. So I'm going to try and follow that kind of route. But before we get stuck in, I just want to have a look really at the special units that the Vandals get. Now, some of these units are Vandals only, but some of them, I'll talk about them in a moment, we kind of share them with the Alans. So they're not just the Vandals, they are the Alans as well. You know, you're looking at the Alani Horsemen, the noble Alani Cavalry, like Moorish Cavalry, can't remember. Is that? Yep, no, they're just ours. Suebi Cavalry, just the Vandals, and it's the dogs. Yeah, so the dogs. So first of all, we'll start off with the Vandal Warlord. Now, we actually get a general that's cavalry unit, which is quite a bit of a difference compared to some of the campaigns I've been doing. I've been doing mainly campaigns with barbarian tribes, and they only have foot soldier generals. This, I'm going to be looking forward to actually finally having cavalry generals. I think I'll be enjoying those. And if we look at the stats, you know, fantastic health, good morale, they're reasonable speed, they've got missile damage, they've got frenzy, they scare, they have diamond formation, melee attack, not too bad, charge bonus is alright, not great for a cavalry unit, we'll probably use shock troops and things like that. So next we go on to the Vandal Berserkers. Now, these, I would imagine, are going to be a bit like the Nordic Berserkers. You know, as you can see, they've got high melee attack, quite high melee damage, good charge bonus, melee defense is average, armor's really low, health's pretty low, morale really high, and they have a missile. Now, they have rapid advance, they have frenzy, they have berserk, so that can be a bit of a problem. Berserk means you will lose control of the unit. It'll go into a fit of rage and just charge the nearest thing, and if that happens to be a cavalry unit, you're probably going to lose your berserker unit. So using them, you're going to have to be very careful. They're going to be set up a front line when everything starts to get a little weakened. A couple of these running in at the side, they're going to cause a right mess. So on top of that, we've got the noble Suebi swordsman. So straight away, charge bonus is absolutely dire. Melee damage quite high. Melee attack, yeah, not too bad, but their melee defense, armor and health are really quite high. So they've got frenzy, they've got precursor javelin. Let me just check, do they scare? No, they're disciplined, so if the general goes down, they won't break. They encourage nearby units, and we have shield wall as well. So we've got a nice, quite a nice tank unit, I think. They're going to make a good frontline soldier once we've, if we get rid of the spears. Then we can just, at first we're going to be using the spears, but I probably will use the Suebi swordsman once I get built up into advanced armies, get my money sorted, my economy sorted. I'll probably start using these frontline troops if I decide to take an infantry army. Next, Alani Horsemen. Now, we get a few units of these early in the game, and they're not that great, but they have a bonus versus cavalry. So if we look here, attack against cavalry 20. So this attack goes up to 67 against cavalry. So they're a very good anti-cavalry unit early game. They have diamond formation and hide. Charge bonus not great, melee defense pretty poor, armor and health, so reasonably good armor, quite high health, morale's a bit low. So as a unit for going up against cavalry, we've got some very good cavalry units here, so we'll use those for matching enemy cavalry if we have them. Next, the Noble Alani Cavalry, just a flat upgrade really to the Alani Horsemen. So if we have a look, they have, let's see, a bit more morale, a bit more armour, less melee defence, more health. How's their charge? But charge bonus is lower, and the melee attack is a bit lower. But they're going to be a tanky unit of cavalry, and they've got an excellent attack against cavalry. So if we have a look, again, plus 20 against cavalry. So we've got some nice. Whether I'd use the upgraded ones or not, I probably wouldn't, to be honest, unless they cause fear or something. No, they're disciplined. They encourage, which is quite good. So they'll encourage each other and are disciplined. So that, it's going to be hard to break these units. Maybe use them. We'll give them a spin in one of the armies and see what they're like. Now, Vandal Raiders. So again, I like melee. Brilliant spotting, so they'll be good to hide in woods. Again, an excellent attack against cavalry. Lower health, lower morale. They've got rapid advance. They've got some ammunition that they throw in before. They ignore terrain. They are a raider, so they can set fire to buildings. So they'll be good for maybe taking towers down. Guerrilla deployment, so they're actually going to be quite a good unit. The Tier 2 unit, what's their cost, sort of like? Let's have a look. Not too high. Yeah, it's probably a unit I might try, and it's sort of a... If I maybe set up a horde for like a shock attack with a lot of cavalry. These I could use as guerrilla deployment, have them sat on the flank, allow the front lines to come forward, quickly dash in, kill the general. Job, and then that's... Use the rapid advance to either get away or use the rapid advance to chase down other cavalry. Yeah, I can see there being certain places where I could use those. And the Chosen Vandal Raiders, just basically a flat upgrade to the Vandal Raiders. And we've got the Light Moorish Cavalry. They're just a Vandal only. These are shock cavalry, so if you look at that charge bonus, so... A couple of units of these, especially with the Frenzy, the Diamond Formation, look at that, even more charge bonus, charge speed. Their speed's fast, so you can kind of hide those out in the woods. They fear. Yep, they scare. So these, I can't wait to use them actually. I probably will actually use them as my shock cavalry. Fear. Yeah, I'll probably have a couple of units of these in most armies. To have these, if I can sort of move with the Alani Horsemen, use the Alani Horsemen to deal with the cavalry charge that they may get, and then get round behind, and they're going to easily kill a general. They will easily clear out missile troops. And if I've got the likes of the Noble Swebby Swordsmen that are holding the line, and I get a rear charge into some forces, it's going to be game over. This is going to be a fantastic unit to use. And I'm going to go pretty cavalry heavy in my armies with dogs. I'm going to be aiming to build cavalry. So I'm looking forward to using these actually. The Vandal Raiders and this unit. Yeah, that and plus the general. Yeah, I'm going to have a lot of fun here, I think. I'm going to enjoy this. And it's going to teach me how to use cavalry as well. If you've seen some of my other guides, I'm not very good with cavalry. So learning how to use them with this kind of army, with very good cavalry from what I can see, yeah, it's going to be really fun. So the Royal Swebby Cavalry. Let's have a look at them. Nice charge. Fantastic health. Great armour compared to these. I mean, look at the armour on these. These are squishy as hell. They're going to go down. But these things, wow. Tier 3, so it's going to be end game before we get these. But yeah, let's have a look at those. Do they scare? No. They encourage. They have Frenzy. And they have Wedge. Yeah, probably not as good as those. So, yeah, I hope that it's a different building. Let's have a look. So we need the Mead Hall, huh? Right, so we actually have to be settled before we can get these. Don't tell me we have to be settled here. Oh, tavern, we do. So some of these units we have to actually be settled and out of migration. Well, it's going to be a while before we get those, and I'm not sure if I will be doing that at any point. Anyway, back onto the dogs. Now, anybody that's played the game so far, you'll know how friggin' wonderful dogs are. I only discovered how good they are recently. Yeah, I had units of dogs sat behind my spear line, and as an overwhelming spear charge in, I just let the dogs loose, and the dogs managed to get into the enemy forces before as they were charging into my front wall. And with units like, where are they? These that have expert charge defense, they routed so fast. It was absolutely amazing. I just sat there in awe, looking at it, going, "Why have I not used dogs before? Wow, they're amazing." So yeah. Anyway, summation spears. Not a Vandal only, the Vandal and Alan. But they're dogs. You know, they're just the general dogs. Their troops have spear wall. You know, so not only do you have dogs, but you have a pretty decent, not amazing, low armor, low health, low morale, reasonable melee defense. You know, so very, very low armor. Look at that, 8 armor. So they're squishy as hell. You know, missile units are going to be able to kill them pretty quick, but the spear wall gives me an extra 15 shield defense and plus 25 missile block chance. So having the spear wall to be able to move up with the dogs and avoid missile fires, it's going to be quite good. But then we look at the Alani spearmen. Armor, huge armor. So, you know, once we start getting upgraded, you know, to get these dogs, I might be able to get them early game as well. If I can get them early game, fantastic. So we've got Alani spearmen, come with dogs, reasonably good health, brilliant armor, melee defense isn't too good, but the attacks, no. But you're not really taking them for the unit, you're taking them for the dogs. But the great thing is, they've got rapid advance, which means that they're going to be able to, you know, you can let your dogs go, rapid advance, to keep up with your dogs, to call your dogs back before they take much damage. You know, just get a good chunk of the enemy force chipped away, and then we can call them back and use them at a later stage. So I think I will go for Alani spearmen. Summation spears probably first, but then as soon as I can get the Alani spearmen, I probably will upgrade into those. So yeah, waffling on a little bit too much there, guys. I do apologise. I just like to do this now with my campaigns, just show you the kind of units we've got and have a bit of a look. But anyway, we'll get into the campaign. Grand campaign, Great Migrators, the Vandals. So we start off in Germany. I think we get 2 armies when we start off, but we'll see. We'll see where we can go on the map and what we'll do. It's probably heading through Italy. As I say, I want to follow the main migration. So, the Great Migration. Growth of plus 250 when initiating a migration or resettling. And the Sea of the Vandals can recruit superior quality naval units. Should have looked at those really, but we'll look at them when we're in the game, because it's going to be a long time till I get naval units. But the Vandals have some fantastic heavy ships. And although I don't like the naval battles, I hate them, I loathe them. Yeah, I'm going to be able to field late game some really good navies. Now, the one that interests me out of the Vandals is the income, 150% from raiding and sacking. So we're going to have a lot of money in this game. We're not, you know, managing the economy is not going to be that great. We'll just raid somewhere, sack it, sit in migration, you know, encamp, job done. So anyway, I'll show up. I won't play the cutscene, but I will let the pre-turn dialogue play out. Catch you in a moment.
A time of great migration is upon you. The Huns are moving westward, leaving destruction in their wake and driving desperate tribes before them. Lead your people onwards, then, to opportunities beyond the Rhine, as the Western Roman Empire is too thinly stretched to prevent your breach of its frontier and settlement in its fertile hinterlands. Be wary, though, as other migrating tribes may be pursuing the same goal. You may face fierce competition, but remember that there are also lands across the Mediterranean in Africa to be settled and exploited. If you can master the sea, the world will truly be at your feet, and the kingdom of the Vandals will reign supreme.
Okay, so first things first, we've been issued a mission, and as it said in the little pre-speech there, we've got a bit of a migration to do through Gaul to all these rich lands where we'll eventually settle. We'll see about if we maybe migrate again and then head our way down to here, but I think I'll probably settle towards mid-late game. Reason being, there are some really powerful units that I'd like to get my hands on, and the only way I can get my hands on them is by having a settlement. Now, what does it mean to be a migrating horde as such? Well, first and foremost, we don't have a settlement. We have encampments. So I'll show you on this one. So we have an encampment. Now, to encamp, it's a stance. And we need to make sure that we have 25% of our movement speed at the end of each turn. And when we encamp, we get 4 integrity, we get plus 12 growth, and extra 25% wealth. So it's very important that at the end of every army's movement, we ensure that we have 25% movement range left so that we can encamp and get that benefit to money, and we can get our benefit to we can build and we can recruit and we can do everything else. And we also get the integrity bonus. So as you see, -7 per turn. When that hits 0, I'm losing this army into a civil war. Now, you can see what the modifications are: buildings, faction, and rivalry. So, buildings, it's our version of public order. You know, we don't have a settlement with public order problems. We have an encampment with integrity problems. So some of them minus integrity. Some buildings like this one here, the lavish tents chain, the community chain, military migrating leadership, give bonuses to integrity plus other things. Now, when you upgrade a city, so for example, we'll look at the city. You have another slot that's here. You have the little red plus in it. You click on it. It gives you a construction site, and to build on it it costs you money. But to open up the construction site, it costs you a population surplus. Ever so slightly different in a horde is we've already got the construction site, but to actually build the building, we need the population. Now, not only do we need population to start the building chain, but we also need it to upgrade a building. So it's not like being in a city where you just need the wealth, the money, and the technology. You need the population surplus as well. So you need wealth, money, and population to upgrade a building as an encampment, which makes population growth very, very important. Which again, if we go back to being an encampment, we get 12 growth. So again, strengthening the fact that at the end of every turn, make sure, if possible, try to always ensure that your horde is encamped. Grow these hordes, because if you want to recruit more hordes as well, you need population surplus. So pretty much for every method of building your horde up, you need to have population surplus. Oops, sorry, just not Mike. You need to have population surplus to do it. So when we think about building, well, when I think about building as a horde, I'm thinking of a priority of what I need to prioritise. First and foremost, growth. I want to be able to grow. Secondly, I'm going to go for food. And there's a couple of reasons. If you run out of food, you take attrition. If you run out of food, you lose integrity. If you run out of food, your money goes down. And also, the more food you have, the more you can compensate for this rivalry, which is by for every other horde that is in the same region, not province, region. Every other horde is in the same region. I get plus 20 food consumption and minus 20 wealth. The wealth isn't such of an issue because you can get plenty of money by just sacking settlements. Well, you can at the early start, so you want to make sure you've got a good pool of money in case you have to bring your hordes together. Ideally keep them separated in different provinces. But the food consumption, we're going to have to build a lot of food to be able to just cover in case we manage to come together. I don't want hordes that run out of food. They'll start taking attrition losses, they'll start taking integrity losses. So thinking of that, I'm going to have a look at this building chain. This gives us two things at the top of my priority list: food and growth. The third on my priority list is integrity, because you can get that in plenty other ways apart from your buildings. And then after that comes the wealth. Wealth will look after itself, providing you manage those three priorities. Growth, food, integrity, then wealth. And wealth will look after itself. Now, this storage wagons gives me growth, it gives me food, and it gives me an increase in wealth. It doesn't remove any integrity. It's the perfect building for me straight away. So we'll build in for that one. Now, that's encamped me. I can come out and it pauses the building. Now, I'm going to move these round here. And I'm making sure, there we go. And we'll encamp now. Now, while I'm encamped, I can recruit, but firstly, I'm going to hire my mercenary Omega. Now, recruiting-wise, as you can see, I've got quite a selection of units that I can recruit from. I would like to be able to get access to the dogs and things like that, but, you know, let's find out what building we need and how high up it is for these dogs. Oh, it'll take its sweet-ass time. So it requires a wagon lager. Alright, let's go and have a look where that wagon lager is. I bet it's in here. Traders camp, fairground, no. Slave traders, no. So, military recruitment. Spawn fields, no. Leadership. Where is it then? Oh, I'm not sure. Artisans, maybe. Not sure where it would be. Community we've checked. Leadership we checked. I wonder if it's in this train. There it is. So we need to upgrade the main one. Yeah, the settlement chain. So it's quite a way away. It's quite expensive. We get the spare units. It's a lot of food consumption as well. So we're going to have to build up quite a bit of food consumption. So food's going to be a priority. Growth and food, and then we'll see after that. Anyway, I digressed a little bit. So we were having a look at the army. Now this army, I'm not sure how to build it. I've got 2 units left. Do I add 2 more of these and just use the 2 spare, because I've got cavalry to deal with cavalry, and these I'll upgrade. So yeah, I think I'm going to go with a very, very aggressive melee army here, which means I'm going to train that straight away. Well, I'm pretty much done there. Now this horde, just pop over there for me, please. Recruit that. And I'm not moving anything now, because I am going to come down here and I'm going to attack Eavavum, or Iavavum. So before I do so, I want to have a look at my my family. Now the power bar balanced, +2 loyalty, -1% tax. Let's go down 1. Minus integrity, no good to us. Up 1, +1 integrity. Yep, so we need to go up. So we need to raise our power to respectable. A great way to do it is by adopting him and sticking him in office. It'll probably take us 1 over, so we'll probably go up to about here, gaining 2 integrity and losing 2 growth. I can handle that. I will be able to drop it. So let's have a look at our guys while we're here. Zeal. Zeal's brilliant because it raises your integrity. So that's like having a bonus integrity right there, but giving me also a bit more damage in Commander's Aura and things like that. Cunning's pretty low, which is pretty bad for us. That's costing us more money. Okay, my first son. Integrity plus is brilliant. But he does look as though, and power to the oars, he's going to be a good admiral or a governor. Defending, humble, what's this? It's got raised banner. Yeah, he might make a good governor as well. And this guy. Morale when attacking, authority plus. They're not that great, these generals. But what we can see is we do need wives. So, straight over to diplomacy, let's have a look. Ooh, people don't like us. Yeah, people really don't like us. So first and foremost, let's go to the Allens.
Greetings, friend.
I know they've got a wife for us, and she's
called for
fertile.
good ale to ease your...
That's a good one. I'm not even going to question that. Having a fertile wife means that I might get some children, building my family, building my horde, ensuring that if I do lose a general, you know, my horde's still going to be about. Now we've got the Franks. Let's have a look. I want non-aggressions here if possible.
Speaker. I listen because your people are no...
These guys, a non-aggression would be nice because they're a tributary. Oh, oops.
We will speak together of whatever you wish, but bring...
There we go. They've got that. That's good because that'll keep the Huns. When we finally meet the Huns, we'll have good diplomatic relations with them. Right, the Langobards.
Greetings, friend.
No, any marriage? No. Libyans.
The gods will have me listen to you.
Not military alliance. Arranged marriage. No.
In words without merit.
Non-aggression. Okay.
My time is better spent feasting and hunting than listening.
No.
So be quick with your chattering.
No. Ostrogoths we're not going to touch.
I am sure you have many pleasantries for me, but please
that'd be a nice one to have.
Bother.
No, okay.
Welcome.
Non-aggression. No.
Speak.
Well, I'll tell you
Come
what then.
on.
I'll join your war against Rome.
Time better spent at hunt.
Well, let's see if I can get this wife. No. Saxons.
A flapping tongue that speaks without wisdom. A token.
Aggressive, dislikes that hates rival empires.
Would have my people see you in a new light.
Yeah, go on. And these guys?
We will gladly listen to your offers.
Not paying 500.
Will you not give our people a little gold? You have much.
I'll pay 300.
And our people...
Alright. So now we're at war. I want people to join our war.
Greetings.
So join war against the Romans. Come on, you know you want to. Alright. The Langobards.
Greetings.
Join war against the Romans.
Without idle purpose.
Oh. These guys, join war against the
Well
Romans.
met, friend. Sit and let your words move me. Greetings, friend. We will speak together.
So I'm just trying to get people into this war now. They're already in it. They'll probably join us.
Friend. What an honor you do us.
I'm going to throw some money at these guys. I'm going to get rid of my... Right, I'll get some money now.
We could lend sword and spear to your cause. Say but one word, and we will come.
Okay. I'm happy to get rid of that daughter because she was pretty shit. I don't want to marry any of my generals. I can adopt the generals in. I might always be able to assassinate or divorce or something like that. We'll see. So now they're at war with Rome. Did I try this one?
Friend. We
I think I did, didn't I?
Together of whatever you...
Right. So we're getting people involved in the war against Rome. And the reason we're doing that is to strengthen the diplomatic relationship we'll have with them. Let's see if I can get this non-aggression.
Speak.
Okay. Okay, so we've got good diplomatics. So as you can see, you know, everything's improving, deteriorating.
Greetings, friend. We will speak together of whatever you wish, but bring words that can warm our hearts.
Alright, we'll maybe try that next turn. So, in we come.
Besieging settlement. You have further orders? Let them cower before us.
Just a protective stance. Righty. Sack it. Get some money. I will liberate. Okay. So now we've got an ally here. It's one of the reasons I liberated. And because I can't encamp with this, so I've gained money, first and foremost, by sacking the settlers. And then I've liberated them and gained myself an ally. And that means I can now replenish. And also, I'm going to spec that. Public order. I hate that one. Well, it's great when you need one for a governor, but for everyone else, it's pretty shit. So, yeah, we're even with the recruiting that we've done and with the building that we've done here, I'm still on more money than what I started with, but cost's gone up a little bit because of the mercenary onagers. So I've got these to deal with, and I've got this to deal with. I've got myself a nice little ally, and I think we'll end the turn, see what happens. Damn it, I forgot to recruit my spy. I can recruit a spy in first turn. I was going to recruit one, so I'll recruit one in the beginning of this next turn. I want to be able to, I'll probably recruit it here so I can keep it about there. So their demand's 900.
If you require our strength.
No. No, you can't afford to be at war with them yet. Office secured. And adopted character, and balance of power's gone up. Perfect. We're respectable. Exactly where I wanted us to be. Right. So I've just got to maintain that now. I've lost control of her. High King. Yep, so we've got access to the King there. And now I'm going to pop him in office. And I need to find 2 more wives. So this army, let's move you round. Now remember, in we go. Ah, the kick to the nuts. Ooh, that's gonna hurt. Right. And we'll sack that one. And now, I do believe I should have the movement left. Still can't encamp. So, to regenerate, I'm gonna bring them back just over the border. So there we go, we're regenerating. And military tradition. So, thinking about how we were going to build, integrity was an important thing. So let's get some integrity when we're in our own or allied land. You know, growth was important. It's brilliant. We'll get some growth. So I could boost both of those. Let's get them both now, and then the next time I upgrade this army, I'll get them again. Or I could go for upkeep cost and wealth. I think I'll go prioritise the integrity and the growth. Then we'll get this, and that this whole side is all integrity. So we'll try and focus on maximising this side while we're you know, if we're a horde. Morale, yeah, it would be nice, but you know, it can wait. It can, yeah, I'm not that interested in morale, to be honest. So this horde, we've now got a full army. We're moving okay there. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to move them, and I'm going to stick them right on the border here. And there we go. So we've got +1 integrity, +17 integrity. He's not growing very well though. You know, +6 growth. That'd be +18 growth, and I'd get a bit more wealth if I'd managed to. What was I thinking? Yeah, if I'd managed to encamp this one, but taking this was more important, and I want to try and get my hordes moved up. Right, spy. That's what we needed to get. So let's have a look for a spy. Double agent's a good one. Army action. Right. Have we got the... No, we've not got that yet. Alright, so diplomacy check. See, people are starting to like us now. Have you seen all these green and yellow faces? Look at them all. They were all red before. And that all comes down to the fact that we're at war with Rome. Nothing more. So now, we might get a bit more. So let's see if they'll join war. Moderate. They've accepted. They'll go for a non-aggression. It's low. No problem, I'll get it next turn. The Gepids, they like us.
There's a good pork roasting for you.
Non-aggression.
Better ale.
There we go. So both tributaries of the Huns we have non-aggression with. which means when the Huns come marching along, the Huns are going to like us. I'm probably going to be able to get non-aggression with them and keep out of the way. Illyria, let's have a look at you.
Welcome, welcome, my friend.
Okay,
I will give ear to
nothing
you
really
and
there.
give
Langobards still don't like us.
You are welcome, although my ancestors and people expect talk with purpose.
And to be honest, they probably still won't like us until we deal with this element problem. And now the Luyans.
Greetings! Speak
So
plainly
I'm trying
and
to get them
without
into
idle
war so it's
purpose.
low. Okay, non-aggression then. Moderate this time. And they're rejected. These guys, it's improving. It's not improving enough.
I welcome you, worthy speaker. I listen because you...
And they're rejected. So they won't, I don't think they'll go for
I
non-aggression.
welcome you,
No.
worthy...
Okay, the Ostrogoths.
Greetings, friend.
Anything we can get
I've
there.
called for
Non-aggression.
good ale to ease your throat.
Payments then. If they say hi,
Right,
we go,
women
okay, give
to
us money.
ease other
So it's
parts.
moderate. Low. I'll get 500. No, I'll get about 700, I would imagine. Let's try it. Alright, it's going to be 500. Cancel that with 400.
Like standing alone in battle. Should we not be sword brothers?
There we go. So it's just a bit... I'm very much a min-max kind of guy. I mean, a lot of people will just go, okay, yeah, 300, click, go. Not me. I'll counter it back, go for 400. Sometimes it blows up in your face, sometimes it doesn't. But it's... I can't... What I would say is start doing these things and get a feel for where it is. Because as you noticed, a lot of the times if you watch some of my videos, I go, okay, so where's it gone low? I'll click the button. So it'll go 3, 6, moderate. So it'll go 3 high, 6 high, 9 moderate, 1200 moderate, 1500 moderate, 1800 low. So as a rule of thumb, you go 2 down from where it goes low, so that brings us back down to 1200, and they'll accept that one. It's the middling of the moderate. Now, if you wanted to, you could bring it back down to the 1500, try it, and they'll say no. And then you go back in, try 1400, they'll say no. Try 1300, yes, they say yes. So you've got an extra 100 than what you want. So you can drop it down in chips of 100. You could even probably drop it down in chips of 50 with this. You know, it's a trick that I learned when I was playing Empire Total War, because you used to be able to sell in Empire. One of the tricks to the playing, they didn't have legendary there. It was a very hard battle map and very hard campaign map system. So you could set both difficulties of the map and the campaign, the battles. And on very hard, you used to be able to sell military access. And it was one of those things. Playing as the Prussians, I used to be able to earn about 12,000 crowns in the first turn before I'd even done anything, just by playing diplomacy. And I'll be honest, that Empire game taught me a lot about diplomacy, and these are the tricks that make your campaigns a little bit easier. Anyway, enough of me waffling on about be good with your diplomacy. So where were we up to? Quadians. So the Ostrogoths, I got non-aggression, and they paid me for it, which will piss off the Huns a little bit. So I'm hoping that being allied with these other friends might help. So here,
Welcome,
I want this wife.
friend.
Moderate now, we've got her. I've not had to pay a penny. So my family's now, they're all got wives. So let's have a look
I
here.
look forward to your wisdom. But I
They're
trust
already
you
at
will
war,
not-
okay. These guys.
I welcome you, worthy speaker. I listen because your people are known to have
Alright, you're too far away for me to even worry about at the moment. These guys, okay. Let's see if we can get the Thrungians.
We will gladly listen to your offers, but do not wrap them in lies.
Non-aggression. Right, so the two Germanic area, so this faction and this faction, don't want to deal with us. So before we can deal with those, really, we're going to have to deal with this problem here. Okay. Have I done all my movement? I've done all my movement. I've played everything I need to. I've done my diplomacy. We're earning good money. And turn again. I didn't check the family tree, did I? Okay, so we'll see what the Romans are up to. Alright, come on. Says the Romans. Luckily, we've got no troops to worry about at the moment. But this is where the diplomacy is coming in handy again. I've got the Romans in that many wars that they're probably not able to compensate and put the forces everywhere. You know, if you've played them, you know that they've only got like 2 or 3. I think it's 3 armies around here. They've got armies in Britain that they've got too many fronts to defend. So we'll play against that. You know, we'll play that weakness that they have. Yeah, that's going to leave me with enough. I'm just going to continue the siege there at the moment, and I'm going to go and pop my nose up here. Let's see what these have got. Right, we're going to move this horde. I'm going to suffer the rivalry at the moment. Let's just get into position. Oh, well, that'll do. So we'll encamp. Don't need regeneration. I'm going to upgrade to the storage wagons. I can afford it. And now I'm going to earn a bit more money. Protective stance. Absolutely brilliant. We don't get much, but it's a bit. And the general upgraded. So we'll go for defense and a bit more money from raiding. Let's see how much movement we have. I'm going to stay there. So minus 490. Just look at this integrity that we're getting now. So I need to get this guy's integrity up. So let's do some fighting with him. Next turn, I'll use him to smash this, and hopefully I can get up here. Now, I can, and I will, recruit another spy. Another double agent. Brilliant. So there's my spy. Quick check of diplomacy. How do you fancy some peace treaties? Nah. So one or two things is going to happen here. I maybe should have moved back this way. They're going to come to attack me. I don't want to sit there. I made a mistake. It's not a desperate mistake, but it's enough of a mistake to make me want to move. I want the 2 armies next to each other. So back to diplomacy. The Franks. Let's see if these will go for non-aggression now.
Welcome.
Moderate now. They're still rejected. That's fine. Everything we need here. The Langobards still don't like us. These guys don't like us. The Markomans. Really?
Greetings to you. I trust you come with honorable words.
I'm surprised at that one. Thuringians?
You are welcome.
No. Will you join my war?
Greetings to you. I trust you come with...
I didn't even try with these guys today.
I welcome you, worthy...
Okay, so I'm going to have to sort of finish this off and see how we get on from there. So, family now. One more wife to find. So, let's find it. And become a retainer. No. No. Stop. You. Seek a wife. And you. Oh, no. Become a retainer. Okay, just checking things. Not much more we can do there. Let's see. I don't think any of the factions that we are with will... Right, I'm going to end the turn there. What I'm also going to do, guys, is I'm going to end the first part of this campaign guide here. They're moving away. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. As I say, I'm going to end this part of the campaign. So I do hope you've enjoyed the video. today. I'd like what are your feelings? You know, I was touching on the integrity before, so it'd be interesting to see what your feelings about the integrity is. Not the integrity, the rivalry mechanic. You know, plus 20 food consumption, minus 20 wealth per horde that's in the same province. What's that just burned? Okay. Turn a point. All right. Yep. Whatever. Oh bugger. Yeah, so you know, what's your feelings about it? How do you think it works? Because I know there's a lot of people out there that hate it and think it needs to be changed. Personally, unopinionated. As I said earlier on, to me, it's the Horde's equivalent of corruption. It's just that's the way I feel about it. And I feel that if you manage properly or you're prepared for it, then you're going to be able to deal with it. But I'd like to know what your thoughts are. So you know, leave your comments below. If you did enjoy what you saw, hit the like button. And also, if you're not subscribed, you know, subscribe to the channel. You'll be kept up to date with any further videos that I upload. Also, guys, every Wednesday, 8 PM GMT, or whatever time it is. I can always get mixed up between GMT and BST. I'm not sure which one we're in at the moment. Yeah, every Wednesday, 8 o'clock, my time, UK, GMT. I will be streaming and currently doing a Langobards campaign. So that's on Twitch, HempKnight79. So come pop along, have a chat with me while I'm playing. I'd be interested to see while I'm actually thinking things through and playing through what opinions you've got. And I'd like to involve people in the campaign as well. You know, when I've got a couple of options to make, which way should I go, left or right? What do you reckon, guys? You know, be interesting. I'd love to have you all there, and let's have a bit of a laugh while we're playing Total War. So again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye bye.